We're at a stage at the moment where, in order for us to be economically stable as a wine industry, we need to be environmentally sustainable. And I see sustainability as a bare minimum, really. It needs to be the benchmark from which everybody then expands from.
The industry is full of firsts, and we're less than 1% of world wine production. The fact that we were one of the first industries to have a really good, strong, robust sustainability program with now 94% of our vineyard area tied up to it, I mean, that's something to be really, really proud of. We really punch well above our weight.
The exciting thing I see with sustainability, having been involved with it so long, is that it's always changing. It's actually a dynamic standard. It's like that old adage where one question is solved and 10 more exposed. There isn't an end to sustainability. It's an ongoing process.
Really the key to New Zealand being able to hold its head up, you know, in the global market is being a leader in correct farming methods is for people to be doing it for the right reason.
It's pretty much very important for our generation and future generations to preserve the land so that the growing population of the earth is going to need more and more food. So if we work it to death now, we're not going to be able to support future populations in the way they're growing.
Anybody can make anything in an industrial fashion, but if you can be true to your land, then you've got something quite individual.
There was one goal, which was the quality of New Zealand wine, and everyone benefits from that, whether you export or not. Everyone who comes to New Zealand is looking for a taste of New Zealand wine.
We're very fortunate on Waiheke that there is a large group of like-minded people and very protective of the island itself. The local Waiheke Wine Growers Association realised that it's incredibly important for us to be doing our bit, not only for the image of Waiheke, but for the image of New Zealand wine.
Current sustainable program with New Zealand wine growers really brings this common language to the industry. I think it's a powerful and vital tool, and it's through this as a tool that we can continue to evolve our industry.
The long-term benefits of treating the land better is that the land treats you better. You know, the more we put into farming better and understanding how to farm better with our environment, the better the quality of the wine, the better the quality of the grapes, and the better our understanding of what we can do with the grapes and the wine actually becomes, and everything gets better as a result of that sort of process.
I'm extremely proud of what I do here. I bring anybody in onto the property and show them around with pride and joy of at our practices of what we do. Have a look around, just look at it.
I think after the time we've been here, the soil and the site is telling us that it's the right thing to do here, which is great.
Roger's an ecologist from South Australia, so he's dealt in this for about 20 years before coming here.
And we always keep a plant cover on the soil surface, so if we get heavy rain, we're not going to get erosion or any wind erosion on the vineyard as well.
You feel as though you're preserving the land for the future generation, rather than having it blow away with the wind or something like that.
I think it's just an essential part of being in business today.
Certainly sustainability, in my eyes, is more than just what we do in the winery and in the vineyard. It's as a whole, so that goes through to community as well, and our input into what we do for the community and the support that we provide. They drink our wine, so without the community, we don't exist, basically.
I've had the opportunity to work alongside my father, and I want to make sure that my children have that same opportunity. Yes, I'm really proud of it, but I don't necessarily feel like it's something that we should be proud of. I feel like it's something that should just be, you know, natural courseway for agriculture and a number of industries.
I totally believe in sustainability at all levels, because we mustn't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, in that I like to think we have very much a not a perfect system, but close to, where we consider all aspects of sustainability.
The interesting thing when you move to sustainable is that you start thinking about what it is that you're doing. And when you start thinking about it deeply, you then see that you have an impact on the land. We didn't want to use soluble fertilisers because soluble fertilisers don't give a shit about what goes on the soil. They just pump it in there into the plant. And when it goes into the plant, it goes into the grape. But when it goes into the grape, it goes into the juice. And when it goes into the juice, it goes into the wine. And when it's in the wine, it's in the glass. When it's in the glass, it's in here. So be careful.
I think that in the last 20 or 30 odd years, mankind has done more harm to this planet than what's happened over the thousands of years before it. So we just have to get better, otherwise we won't have a future for our grandchildren.
I've been really proud of the industry that it's actually, I think we're up to about 95%. But it's a huge beginning, and I think the wine industry has been very good at getting together and changing things and setting things up for the future.